Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
What's up, guys? It's Russian, and I've got a valid argument for why I think Widow's Wine is the best perk ever made other than Juggernog and Quick Revive. I'm taking them off of the list because obviously they're the two best ever made. Quick Revive for solo, and Juggernog is just so unbelievably important. And honestly, if you've always looked at the perks that have been in zombies, there's never really been one that's as essential for a map as Widow's Wine. Now, see, you could say, oh, PhD Flopper was really important, or Speed Cola is really important, or any of these other perks, but the other thing is, you look at a map like Der Eisendrache or Shadows of Evil, and basically every person you ever see has Widow's Wine, and if you don't include it in your first four, you're going to get an Unquenchable, or you're going to get an On the House, or a Perkaholic, whatever, just to get Widow's Wine. And especially in Der Eisendrache, it's super important for that map. Just because the bows don't really kill instantly, so you're going to need something. And why do you think they made it such a low chance of getting it in the Wonder Fizz? They made it such a low chance because they know that it's a very overpowered perk, and it's so good for zombies. Treyarch knows that. And let's look at all the other perks that have ever been made. Double Tap 2.0, you don't necessarily need it in Black Ops 3, and in Black Ops 2 it was kind of essential, but then again you did have Wonder Weapons and it didn't really affect the Wonder Weapons, so you could kind of exclude that. Speed Cola, it's not really necessary, it's just a matter of personal preference. And let's think about all the other ones real quick. Who's Who, pretty trash. Let's trying to think of the other one. Tombstone, it was alright. Deadshot Daiquiri, Stamina Up is also a very necessary perk, but the other thing is that it's not 100% necessary for a map like Shadows of Evil, and a lot of strategies for Der Eisendrache include camping, so you're not going to be running around very much. And I think that overall, Widow's Wine is so unbelievably essential. And go back and look at your own games when you're actually playing. Do you include Widow's Wine over a classic perk like, let's say, Double Tap or Speed Cola? I know that I don't really use Speed Cola much anymore because the Wonder Weapons for Black Ops 3 have obviously been the Malastaqua or whatever it is, you know, the squid gun, and then the bows. You don't really have to reload that, so I mean, the thing is, Speed Cola is kind of outdated a little bit, especially with the Wonder Weapons in Black Ops 3. Double Tap, not really necessary because you have something like Blast Furnace, which is obviously really, really overpowered, so you don't need to shoot a ton of bullets. And then, you know, realistically speaking, Electric Cherry and Flopper are probably your best arguments, because Electric Cherry was so essential in Mob of the Dead, which is, you know, the only map it was basically in that you ever used it. But the other thing was, you had the Tomahawk, so it wasn't really that important past round 50, because you're not going to be shooting very much, but before round 50 it was very important. But the other thing is, Widow's Wine has been in 2 maps in Black Ops 3 so far, excluding the Giant because obviously it wasn't in there, but I think that Widow's Wine, besides Juggernog and Quick Revive, is the most important / best perk ever made in zombies. And the other thing is, people could say, hey, it was 4,000 points. Well, it's 4,000 points well spent. Anyway, I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here. I do a lot of zombie stuff. I'm sorry I haven't posted in the last 2 days or so. I've just been really tired and I haven't had any ideas. Plus, I've been trash at zombies, believe me. I'm actually going to be working on a little bit of a project. I'm going to be doing 10 things you didn't know about Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I'm going to be doing not just facts, but kind of things that I found really, really cool. And I'll probably be getting that out in the next couple days if I can find enough stuff. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace.